Mahatma Gandhi, a fearless campaigner for the rights and dignity of all people, an international symbol for peace and human rights. He promoted non-violence as the main tool to fight for justice. In his own words, non-violence is the greatest force at the disposal of humankind.
What Gandhi means by non-violence is to not respond to your oppressor or your attacker with equal violence. But he used his body, he used his words, and he used the community. Because when you get enough people rising together to stand in protest, there's a power there.
He was a leader of independence movement against British rule in India. Mahatma Gandhi later became one of the most inspirational figures in the whole world.
His image was iconic of himself in a simple dhoti and a simple robe, walking quickly with his walking stick and leading masses of people, and this really electrified the imagination of the world, as well as made him very, very well known all throughout India.
Born on October 2, 1869 in Porbandar, British India, Mahatma Gandhi's given birth name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Later on, he became Mahatma, which means a great soul. He was married to Kasturba Gandhi and they were blessed with 4 sons. Gandhi followed Jainism, which espoused non-violence, fasting, meditation, and vegetarianism. Mahatma was a shy and unremarkable student who wanted to be a doctor. But his father insisted that he should be a barrister, and Mahatma went to London to study law. In 1893, Gandhi started his work life of performing legal services in Natal, South Africa, where he suffered a pivotal encounter of racial injustice that led to him setting up the Natal Indian Congress.
He trained as an attorney in England, and his first legal job was in South Africa. When he was on a train to Pietermaritzburg, he was thrown off that train because even though he had a first-class train ticket, Indians weren't able to ride in a first-class train. This was a time of racial segregation, and that was a seminal moment in his life, which really turned his career towards civil rights and social justice.
Natal government was considering a bill to deprive Indians of the right to vote. Gandhi drafted petitions to the Natal legislature and the British government. Though he didn't prevent the passage of the bill, he exposed discrimination of Indian immigrants to the view of the outside world. In 1906, Gandhi organized his first civil disobedience campaign called Satyagraha. It was a non-violent protest against government's new restrictions on the rights of Indians. In 1915, Gandhi returned to India. By that time, he was well known as a humanitarian and rising political figure. In 1919, Gandhi again called for a Satyagraha campaign, this time in India. It was a reaction to the British Rowlatt Act, which allowed imprisoning people without trial. British troops fired machine guns into unarmed demonstrators at Jallianwala Bagh, killing 400 people. He urged government officials to stop working for the crown. He also urged citizens to stop paying taxes and purchasing British goods. In 1922, Gandhi was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment but released in 2 years' time. During this time, relations between Hindus and Muslims became violent. Gandhi began a 3-week fast to urge unity. The Salt March, which took place from March to April 1930 in India, was an act of civil disobedience led by Mohandas Gandhi to protest British rule in India.
The Salt March was probably the most symbolic act of Gandhi's life. It was a protest against British tax law, which taxed salt that all Indians had to buy. And so as Indians are going to the Indian Ocean to get Indian salt, they're being arrested by the thousands. And that one symbol, that one image, really highlighted how unjust British rule was.
In 1945, the British government began negotiations for Indian independence. Gandhi played a central and active role in these negotiations. These negotiations eventually resulted in the formation of the two new dominions of India and Pakistan. Gandhi was disappointed that Indian freedom was realized without unity. 6 months later, on January 30th, 1948, Gandhi was killed when an assassin fired 3 bullets in his chest at point-blank range.
Gandhi brought about nonviolent change, and this inspired the civil rights movement in the United States of America. It inspired Nelson Mandela's leadership for the dismantlement of apartheid in South Africa. Gandhi was a true visionary, and the world has never been the same since.